Morning fellows, Ben back again, installing the FuelX Lite. Now this is an auto-tune. This is going to auto-correct fueling based on the velocity stack on the top. This was a welcome change. My almost no life throttle came to life after I put this on the motorcycle. So there's nothing to complain about. This kind of made everything better on the throttle, and so don't end up assuming that this made for a difference in air fuel ratio and it didn't work well. This in fact worked very well, better than the stock motorcycle, much better than the stock motorcycle. Coming to FuelX, this is an auto tune that is going to correct for whatever changes I've made to the air filter. They also claim that this is going to also take into consideration any mods done to the exhaust, but not really sure about that, whether this can compensate for fueling on both ends, that is this and the exhaust. If you make things super fast, then I don't think super fast as in the intake and the exhaust both are free flowing, then I don't think this will be doing it for you. You'll have to get a FuelX Pro or a Powertronic. A Powertronic has always been my go-to. I've always used a Powertronic on machines, but that runs a Powertronic. That's about 8.5 years old, and it's a Powertronic, my map, custom map, and does wonders. So not really sure about that, but this is going to take care of the velocity stack and whatever fueling that needs to compensate, that needs to be added for it. And of course it's going to also hopefully make things better, even more crispier throttle, powerful throttle. Let's see. So the installation is pretty straightforward. Connector to the FuelX Pro, the wire runs, there's a negative lead, this goes to the negative of the battery. Then the biggest thing that you need to do is to get access to the O2 sensor wire. The wire is on the back side of this panel. That is the coupler. There's a red and there's a black. That's the O2 coupler on the other side, for which you'll have to remove the air filter box. Now removing the air filter box is 1, 2 and 3 bolts. Pull it out. There's this is the pain in the ass clip style mechanism. You can use it only once, that's the problem, but if you were to reuse it, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Unclip that and then remove the air filter box. Only then you have access to that O2 coupler. So there's a male and female to this that you replace with the male and female of the O2 coupler. Straightforward, pretty simple, no problems. But getting this out, getting the tank out, getting the air filter box out to have access is the only hassle. Now once I'm done with installing everything, I'll let the bike idle for about 5 to 10 minutes and then take it on a ride and let you know what I feel about the machine. So, lost the ends of this. This is supposed to be this is a one-time use clip. This is the clip that holds the throttle body to the airbox, or the other way around, whatever you want to say. But couldn't make this work, couldn't make this sit again. So used heavy duty zip tie to tie the airbox to the throttle body. It fits snug, nice and tight, but this is just reinforcement. So went in with a heavy duty zip tie and got the job done. I'm of course going to get this replaced. I'm going to get a new one and then swap the zip tie out with this. So moment of truth. Turn the bike on, turn the ignition on, and this is supposed to read red, if you guys can see. So that means this is working, and we'll see how this enriches the fuel mixture. If it turns green, then you know there are parts where are there. There you go. It's going to turn green now. Perfect. So that's adding fuel. Between red and green, that would simply mean that it's adding fuel, and it's on the stock map when it's red. Adding fuel, stock map, fuel. There you go. It switches. So it switches between the stock map and adding a certain amount of fuel percentage. So all that you see as red are lean spots or the stock map, and then the green is the adding the fuel part. So the red means the stock map is good, Green would mean that this is adding fuel as and when required. Correcting the fuel mixture. Green is correcting the fuel mixture with air fuel ratio with a little more fuel. Feels good. I'm going to let it idle for some time and then go out on a ride and see if this has made a difference. Again, I'm still running in the engine, so I can't really open the throttle, but this is just going to make things a little more smoother. I don't have very high expectations of power with this. It's just going to make the throttle a lot more smoother and linear. Let's see how this feels. The most important mod of them all for added power. Now that's an additional 1 bhp straight away. Okay, so went out on a ride, just came back. That's Ben, the 411 race machine. Just came back and very clearly the bottom end fueling part of it has become smoother, linear. By that I mean this is making it rich, and therefore I have very good throttle response. The shift from 1 to 2 is always a problem with the fueling with the stock bike. That's become much better again, and it's just an overall super smooth throttle experience. The sharp, snatchy nature of the stock bike, that's gone down a bit, and what has replaced that is a smoother, linear throttle response. Very clearly noticeable. So if people think that this does nothing and this only is just a gimmick, then you are completely wrong. This makes the throttle super ultra smooth. So let's just say I was at 4,000 RPMs, 80 kmph, sixth gear. I used to feel like when the engine would slowly start feeling a little bit of a buzz. Now there is at 4,000 RPM, 80 kmph, it feels like 60 kmph. It's become that smooth. So you want to push further and you want to go to the higher RPMs because it's that smooth. It's that smooth now. There's absolutely nothing that I can feel on the throttle from the engine. So the engine is running richer in the closed loop. Please go read research on what's the closed loop and what's an open loop. I still can't go to the open loop is because I'm running in the engine. So once I run in the brand new engine, I will be able to see whether this does anything in the open loop. I don't know if this will do. But in the closed loop, where the ECU depends on the O2 sensor to make tweaks a lot, this seems to be working really well, and is definitely enriching the mixture. And I have a much more, I would say a 30% or 40% improvement. 40% improvement. I'm not being what can I say? I'm not exaggerating. This is exactly what I felt. It was that smooth. One thing noticeable was downshifting was not as crisp as before. I could also be my observation because I'm on shorts and tees and flip flops. So I just want to do a quick loop and see how this feels. So maybe we'll see about downshifting a little later. But the downshifting part of it is not as crisp as it was. Maybe I'm not used to the new throttle, smooth throttle yet. So once I get a hang of it, the downshifting should be seamless too. Yeah, so that's the initial observation. This is 100% yes from me. Go for it. If you just have done air filter mods and not touch the exhaust part of it.